That's some
good stuff.
Hello everybody, it's Matt Cuth here from Good Stuff Gaming, taking a quick look at one of the later updates from Valve. What we're going to be looking at today is a video describing the new update to the quick play system. So if we take a look, my HUD might look a little bit different from yours, but that's just because I'm using a custom one. If you go into the quick play setting, you will now, as you can see here, have a similar layout to what it normally looks like. You have your choice of game mode selection as you previously did. But now, instead of just saying play now, there's also the show servers button. So if you click show servers, it'll search for servers. And since I'm on, and then it'll give you a list of servers and you can choose what you want to play. But not only did they change that, but also there's now settings, which allow, as they said, some of the more popular modifications to be allowed. So things like random crits being disabled, damage spread being disabled, respawn times, and server capacity. Now bear in mind, if you change any of these four settings, it will automatically change the game server host to community server, because official servers don't offer anything that is not default. So if we go to a community server, we can change it so that random crits are disabled, there's no damage spread, you can have any number of players and any respawn times. Now, random crits, you should know what they are. They are, as you do, it's a pseudo-random number, which is based off of how much damage or healing you have done recently, and is increased on melee weapons. So the more damage you do, the more likely you are to get a random critical hit, which is guaranteed to do 300% damage. Now, there's some items in the game that offer these normally, such as the Crit Screed, but a lot of people find that just someone who just shoots a rocket and it happens to be a random critical hit and insta-kill, it's not very fun to play against. So, by being allowed to disable it, you will now not have to worry about that on servers. Damage spread, so by default, whenever you hit someone with anything, it will have a random modifier to it. So it might lose damage or it might gain damage. That might not seem very big on paper, but the damage difference I've seen to be, I've seen it in most at about, I believe, 22, where is about the maximum damage spread, which is a big deal. For example, with the sniper, a fully charged body shot should be able to take out a medic because it will do 150 damage exactly. But because of damage spread, it can do less than that, and the lowest I've seen it go is 128. So that should be 22 damage. So by having that disabled, you get a little bit more consistency with some of your things. Also, things like rockets may become one-hit kills, because they usually do 110 damage, and if they get a buff of 22 damage, they can insta-kill scouts, engineers, and the like, which is no fun. Server capacity just changes the amount of players you can have on it at maximum, and respawn times do what they say. Either you have your default respawn times or your instant respawn times. Also, some other changes for those who are a bit more experienced. Using quick play has gotten rid of quick play update has gotten rid of things like servers which use a system called Pinion to do advertisements. Because with the new requirements, you are not allowed to force advertisements, and you are not allowed to have any game-changing or misc-changing effects. So that means no premium servers, no unusual effect servers where you can pay premium to get unusual effects, no servers that really go against the core TF2, and no Pinion servers. I think that's the important thing. So now you can play indeed in an almost competitive environment, and because of this, right, before this update, there were no crit servers that were really populated, because quick play contributes a large portion of the quick play, or it contributes a large portion to the server count, because a lot of people use quick play. But nowadays, I can say I want 24 players, and so I can say I don't want random crits or damage spread. And any server like this before this update would be dead. Now with payload alone, there's 13 servers. Some of them are pretty dead. In fact, most of them are pretty dead. But if we go to and search for like random game mode, which will show you all of the game modes, you can see there's about 42 servers, and some of them are pretty populated. I mean, there's still not a lot of them, as you can see, and it depends on the time of day as well. But I mean, just having the option of even being able to play on a smaller player base like this with no crits and no damage spread, and also, I mean, in a pub, I don't really mind damage spread, I just don't like random critical hits. So if I just don't care about damage spread, and I show servers, you can see that there's going to be about 100 servers. A little bit less than right now, and most of them have quite a few players in them. Well, a couple of them do. And this only shows the top 20 servers, by the way. So there's still 63 more servers here. So I think this is a good change. Although by default it is still set to official servers only, which means that by default someone who's new to TF2 will click quick play and play now or show servers, and they'll only join Valve servers, which is okay, I guess, but still is kind of a detriment to community servers. So what I'm probably going to go through next is some of the weapon changes that have been implemented, and I will do that in a little while. But for now, I think this is a good update video, and I will see you all later. This is Matt Kuth from Good Stuff Gaming signing off.